All right. Are we ready to get started?
Yeah.
Yay, great. So, Women in Ethereum Protocol. I am Donna Higgins. I work at the Ethereum Foundation on the Consensus R&D team, and I'm also the co-founder of WiEP along with Pooja. So, we started this initiative a little bit over a year ago, and really what happened was I was at a R&D retreat, and I was the organizer of the retreat, and I realized there were only 2 other women there. And I was like, okay. So then I started to have a conversation of like, why? Why are there only 2 women here? And so as I was having these conversations, there were a lot of pain points that started to come about. And so I was like, okay, so why haven't we fixed the problem? And basically what it came down to is that everyone identified that there's a problem, that there's not enough diversity in the Ethereum ecosystem, but nobody really has the time to dedicate to fixing the problem. So when I was talking to leadership, I said, look, I will take on this initiative, but I want solutions. I don't want to be involved in long, drawn out conversations. I've said I've done the research and I know how much money we've given out in grants to fix the problem, but that doesn't seem like it's working. So let's focus internally on how we can fix the problem. And then that's when we came up with the idea of WiEP, getting more women to contribute on the protocol side. And so, of course, that's a layered issue to tackle because you have to understand why women don't feel confident enough to contribute, or whatever the issue is. Maybe the environment isn't conducive to make women want to contribute. So I started having conversations with client teams, understanding like why they weren't hiring women. And then I started to talk to women to understand why they didn't want to join teams as the first woman on the team. And so there's this host of problems that, I think we've been trying to solve, we've been talking about for many years. And so that's what WiEP is dedicating our time and resources to, is being a community committed to advancing diversity in the Ethereum ecosystem. So I have the pleasure of working with Pooja, who is also the co-founder of Cat Herders, right? And I just happened to meet Pooja at ETH Denver. And she was attending an Ethereum EPF day, and she was the only woman there. And I was like, this is my opportunity to start reaching out to women. So I just said, hey, Pooja, how are you? Do you have everything that you need? What can I do for you? And it was the start.
I would like to answer this question. I was very hungry that day. I was looking for food. When I entered the room, I was thirsty, I was tired, and I was like feeling so frustrated that there is no one I can talk to, even I can't go to the bathroom. I went to her, where can I go for a bathroom? Can I get some food? And that was too much of a help that I got at that day. And when we discussed about this Women in Ethereum Protocol, we decided that it's important that we involve more women, that nobody should be shy about these things. When they are contributing in protocol, they should be equal to men, and they should be having access to everything. Ladana is doing this job very good. She's talking to all client teams, all men, as well as women, and I'm so happy and thankful that I collaborated with her. She's taking care of women, and we are also trying to make sure that they feel comfortable working on protocol side. Application is important, but protocol is also very important.
Yeah, so I'm actually really excited to announce this year at Devcon was the first time WiEP was able to offer travel scholarships, right? And these scholarships weren't just based on airfare need or accommodation need. The scholarships were based on visa applications. Do you need help getting a visa? Do you need help getting to the interview for visa application? Do you need food while you're there? Like all of these things I feel represent a lot of the issues that women aren't comfortable saying or writing for a grant for, right? Because how do you really say, well, I may be able to get to the interview, but I don't have enough money to buy food to stay in the location for 3 days. So these are the intimate conversations that I'm interested in having, because I know sometimes it's very difficult. I've been a cheerleader my whole entire life. So I started like at 6 years old being a cheerleader. So I feel like this opportunity for me is what I'm good at. I'm good at being a voice. And I get to happen to sit next to some of the the decision makers in the Ethereum Foundation. And I don't know if they just don't want to say no to me, but they never do. So that's kind of great, right? So I'm glad that I'm able to use my voice in a way to help women enter the ecosystem, contribute to the ecosystem, and then try to solve the problems of why we don't have enough women. So yeah, Elevate Ethereum. Another initiative that has been really successful for WiEP has been our work study group. So we are working with some trailblazers in the community that have been working and leading our work study group. I would like to give a round of applause for Gan. She's been leading 2 work study groups for WiEP, her and Lena of her DAO. And it's been amazing. Me, I'm on the non-technical side. So anytime I get someone to jump in and like take ownership, I'm like, yes. But the work study group has been very inspiring for me because I get to jump in and I get to see women being supported by other women. Women not afraid to ask questions. Women not afraid to say, I don't know. And then seeing another woman say, hey, let's meet offline, or let's meet on Saturday online. Don't leave the group. Let's work together. So for me, that's very inspirational. So again, thank you so much for everything that you do. The difficult hours, all of those things really matter. So now I'll turn it over to Pooja so she can talk a little bit more of how you can contribute and elevate Ethereum with us.
So we are hoping that we will be in a position to provide this opportunity to anyone interested in making a contribution to Ethereum Protocol or open source contribution. We give them a platform. What we are doing here with these cohorts are enabling them to make contribution directly to Ethereum repository. On Ethereum, we have 5 on execution layer and 5 on consensus layer client teams. And we are inviting them to provide the good first issues. So women who are just trying to enter into the space of development may feel comfortable, get a pull request submitted for those clients and just make their contribution for the first time if they are new to the community. And when they are graduating from study group, the next level is Ethereum Protocol Fellowship. There they are just learning the basics of it, and now the EPF is the second layer where they are trying to get more involved with Ethereum clients, not only with Ethereum clients, but also getting into the research area of it, depending upon their interest. And we are hoping that this initiative will help more women to get involved and we can bring more diversity to the ecosystem in terms of development. We are hoping to start the 3rd cohort in 2025, January. We'll make more announcements around that. And for that, we will love to have allies. Right now, her DAO and TPG are helping us with that. Any women group or anyone else interested in supporting this kind of initiative, we welcome the partnership and alliance. These are the socials for our initiative. You can also find Ethereum Protocol Fellowship that I was talking about. Here's the person we can put you in touch with. Just we are trying to create a funnel, create a channel that people feel comfortable and come join us over here. It's trying to provide more information on GitHub because technical people love GitHub. We want to put everything on GitHub. I don't know if we have QR code for, these are for study group. So we already have, thank you. So you can find more information right here. This is our Discord QR code. If you join the Discord, we have different channels for different things. Like there are some women who are looking for job, and if they are skilled, we try to share openings that is there with Ethereum clients so we can support them. Then on education layer, if someone finds any new resource that can be helpful for anybody, you can do that. And of course, for study group, we do have a different channel. There are more information available on a HackMD file, and all of the information can be found over there. So please join us. Please help us grow Ethereum because Ethereum is layer 1. If Ethereum grows, layer 2 will definitely grow together.
Great. I just want to put that back on the screen. So that is the end of our presentation. But again, I want to urge you, like, if there's anything that you feel like you need help with, support, financial support, connections, getting in front of the right people, please don't hesitate to reach out. Like, definitely reach out because I want to be here and I want to be your voice to help you get whatever we can offer, especially within the Ethereum Foundation. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.